run into. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Give to the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fakes to grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
They kick it away on 4th down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Got his man. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The screen, and watch out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Sayin. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man. No chance to run, but still a good game.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Oh, better look out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the 2nd half and start making some plays.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He's going for a big play downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Got enough for the first down. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. Hand off from the shotgun. Got room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Iowa! Here comes the 2-point try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's not afraid to go deep. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you've got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Now the play fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense working from the pistol. Let's send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. To the air on second down. Hauls it in. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wants to throw again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it along the sideline. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. This is now a 7-point game. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Porter. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.